Hey, it's time for another Broken Hammer video log for the month of March. Welcome. Uh, yeah, busy month, so we're going to get right into it. And I'm just going to be going over our little monthly blog post. There will be some images that you're going to find in the vlog that you won't find in the regular text blog, so stick around, enjoy. We will be teasing a few things for sure. So without that said, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I wanted to thank everybody for the positive feedback we have been getting from some of the backers, those that have either backed us or Indiegogo or who have bought the game recently. I actually had some from the Star Citizen community that have been contacting me because I messaged them. I told them about that we had launched, and they were interested in it. They like visual novels, so they picked it up. And I warned them. I said, "Hey, we're still early access. We're still fresh. We're still new, and make sure it's like we got bugs that we're still working on." They're like, "Yeah, that's fine." Yeah, we've had some really good responses from them. In fact, we had from that they're actually gained a few sales that I think we're connected to that because some told some other friends and they picked it up. So yeah, we're really grateful. If this is your first time watching one of our vlogs or even knowing about Broken Hammer or Destinaire, be sure to check out brokenhammergames.com and you'll find all the information about All Is Fair and Destinaire and the project we've been working on since 2013. Well, mostly me and probably two more of our artists that are still from the original team that we've transitioned over time. So sure to check those things out. Any questions, be sure to leave comments and we'll get back to you on them. So first off, month of March, we did a bit of bug work and looking into how see if we could get that full screen working. I mean, we know it works in the engine dev when we're doing the build, when we're working on it. We've seen it working before. It's just when we have shifted it to the actual dedicated app for the game, all of a sudden it doesn't want to work. It's just not working. So we did some investigating into that, and we actually found a solution that's kind of hitting on two different things, which might solve the Steam overlay problem. Because to do the Steam overlay, it requires a little bit of programming, a little bit of tweaking, and there is a couple of ways to do it with a Tyranno engine game. But we found a new way, and it might actually work out to solve the overlay and the full screen at the same time. What it is, it's a loader. So what you have is you have your program, you export your program, and then you have something else that loads it. So it loads in, and this is what runs it all. So we heard about this from other Tyranno devs. It was a trick they were using to kind of get around some things. So we did a little bit of testing on it. It wasn't as viable as we thought it was going to be, or as we were told. People say, "Oh yeah, this works, and it didn't quite work too well. And we don't know if that's a problem with the engine build or not. It's going to require a bit more investigation to try and see if we can work that out. It is the most promising lead right now because it's something where we can get it done and get something functional much faster than doing some other way. However, it's not going to solve the issue for iOS or Android eventually, which is what we want to go to. We want to get those other versions out. Oh yeah, Mac version. Yeah, we're still looking for Mac testers. We're still looking for somebody that can work on it for Mac. You've sent out a bunch of feelers, haven't gotten really any hits yet, and on Mac users that are interested. I guess they don't. I guess Mac users don't play visual novels. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise than that, we're still waiting for word from Tyranno. That's kind of, I know we do this every single month where we say we're waiting on Tyranno, because it's just so much of the back end work that they're doing right now is going to possibly solve every one of these issues. And so it's not just for us, it's for every other Tyranno dev out there. And of course, it's like, we want it for us. We want, oh yeah, come on, we're Destinaire, come on, we want this fixed, but we got to be mindful of the community, and that the community as a whole, this is going to benefit everybody, not just us. So we're going to give Tyranno their time. I mean, we are looking at ideas in case Tyranno doesn't get it done.
this year, or if they push the release on that, they run into issues, and then so if that happens, we're kind of discussing, if we'd want to leave early access without some of these things fixed, or how we can fix it. So we're gonna hopefully have some solutions. We got to talk with Tyranno on that again. We've been kind of poking them with a stick, saying, hey, yeah, Dustin Air is moving. We're going out early access eventually here. I want to get us out of early access as soon as possible. I do not want to stay in early access forever. So that is my goal, is to get us out of early access by the time in July, by our anniversary, which will be 5 years since we launched Broken Hammer. So I'm really trying to get to that anniversary date. That's where a lot of my focus is now. Make sure we get that out. So that said, there's a big content drop coming. I know I've teased it. We were shooting for March, April. It's looking like it's going to be going into later April. And that's mostly because we had a new piece, a new image piece that we wanted to do. And I'm going to pull up some of the images. First, I wanted to show what we're working on in getting an options menu functionality going for Dustin Air. Now, there are the Tyranno games that do have options menus working. Some of them do a few more things different, but they generally are following the basic set template that Tyranno did. Now, it's not a really great template. It's not really what we're hoping that it's going to be in the end. We really want a lot more options. We want a lot more flexibility with it, but of course, this is what we're having to work with right now. So, all right, what you're looking at is a config menu that we have developed, we're working on. This is an early teaser for it. You can see this in the regular blog, but there will be a button that comes up to enable it, and all the buttons should be functional, because we're just following kind of the template that Tyranno has put, because frankly, their stuff works. If we try to do stuff on our own, for some reasons, we get all sorts of weird bugs. So we're going to do that now. Moving on in the content for day 2 and why we're pushing back to later in April. It was, frankly, it was a decision that was made when we were looking at going to the routing, and we were deciding, okay, we have to do these edits. We're getting things ready for a big playtesting session. We're going through, and we're taking feedback from people that have played it, saying, okay, we need more routing, we need more of this, we need more of that, we need something else. And so as we're doing the edits, for last minute edits on day 2, we're saying, okay, how can we add some of that? How can we address these concerns that some of the players have? And yeah, day 2 has grown a tiny bit. We have increased the routing. We've got a few more things here and there. And during that process, it was a decision that was made because we saw an opportunity. And especially me, I was the one that was doing most of the writing and trying to do all the project managing. And I'm looking at this opportunity, and I'm just going, I don't think we can pass this up. So I contacted Ryan, VP, he's the main tester. He's a guy you've seen it. You haven't seen him for a long time on the vids. He did our little intro vid, and I contacted all the artists, and I said, "Hey, this is the idea. I want to add this scene, and I don't know if we can get it done before day 2 has to launch, because I know getting the art content done is going to draw. So how can we do it? Get it out quickly." And the thing was, a lot of the artists were like, yeah, that sounds neat. Ryan was like, he was really interested. If we can get it done fast, we can get this out there, get it in. So I approached Winx on it, and I said, can you get this done within a short amount of time? And because I was willing to, it's that big of a scene. It's huge enough. It's going to tease things for story arcs later, which is really important, and quite a few other things. And we do have concept art on it. So I approached her, and she said, yeah, I can do it. So I made the decision to stop what we were working on at that time, the pipeline, even though we have 2 artists that are going full force right now, and he's starting to come back in, so we're actually up to 3 now. Georgie just pretty much finished the this one piece he was working on, but he's been busy in Russia, so we're kind of, stuff happens. I mean, it's just real life goes on. But what I want to go over is, I'm just going to give a brief like teaser of it. If you followed the project, if you followed some of our postings years ago with Muse, then you kind of know who these characters are. You know, because we've talked about them before. They're not unknown, but I'm just going to give a teaser on some of the stuff that we're working on. I don't want to show the full image, so you're not going to see the full final image that's going into the game. Just know it is done, and what you're about to see, the teaser, is not what the final image looks like all the way now. Winx did a really awesome thing. She's amazing. She did multiple sketches of different poses and all the things. So we kind of picked which poses we want and everything to kind of fit what we're going to do. So I'm just going to tease this, and this is just, again, it's a very base sketch what we're going to do, and these two characters are going to be making their appearance in Dust and Air, and it's going to be an early appearance. They originally were slated for the story arcs, and they're coming in. So we worked out a situation where we can do it without not cutting into the time, cutting into the development, and actually get it done in a way where it looks good, but it's, yeah, so it works either way. And I also want to go into, besides that, we also have production going on some of, these are the last art images we kind of need. And we have our Cathedral Guard. And he has we've done a big revision on him. Originally it was concepted by Bayou. And Bayou did some colorized work on it. However, the longer it went, we knew we needed something different. So that is actually in color right now, just about done. And then we're going to move on to our Yeshin Guard that we are going to have at the event. Winx is going to be starting on him real soon here. She's been really coming through on us and working hard, getting a lot of this stuff done quickly. So we're very grateful for her coming onto the project, and she's been just kicking butt. Now, Winx she's been doing a lot of the color work, because she has some shading techniques that are closer to Georgie's, and so it's not 100% Georgie, but it's helping, so we can kind of offload some of the workload right now. So both of these were done by Ingrid. She did the base model. Ingrid's been awesome with many of the character models, and we're really glad to be working with her. She's an awesome artist. If you need artwork, Winx and Ingrid, definitely reach out to us. We'll get you their contact information. They do commissions, and we will gladly get you in contact with them. Now, lastly, the other piece that we're looking at to close out, that's basically just about done right now. Actually, there's two pieces, but the other one we'll leave. I'm not going to tease it right now, but we have a background image. The last major background image for day 2 is currently just about done, and this is Khan. Khan has come on board. He has been, we said, hey, we need to get this done within such and such a time, and so he's been coming through big time right now. And it's really been awesome to see Khan's work again, as he's definitely one of our better background artists that we've had work on the project. Georgie does backgrounds, Khan does backgrounds, but Khan typically has done some of the big, giant, expansive backgrounds. What you're looking at is a preview teaser thing that he did for the inside of the cathedral. Now, I know we kind of showcased something a while back of an inside the cathedral. Bayou kind of worked on that too. It's just the more we looked at it in the scene, the more we needed something different. And so Khan has come on and has done some major work there. And the images he just sent us regarding that recently have been improved even more. So we definitely want that sense of when you enter the cathedral, or William enters the cathedral, that you're in this ancient world, this ancient building, and it's dark, it's not as brightly lit, it's just like you're entering another world, and The previous image that we had for that just didn't quite do it. So Khan has stepped up. He's been really awesome with that. Again, if you want some of his, if you want to reach out to him and have him do a commission for you of any kind, definitely reach out to us. We'll get you in contact with him as well. Again, he's a very good backgrounder, very good with cityscapes, doing big sprawling images. So he's definitely an asset to have if you're looking for some art like that. And I think that is about all that we have for this video of the month. Pending there's no changes, we're going to be finishing up testing and stuff probably early into April, and then we'll be launching towards the end of April on the day 2 content patch. I'm not going to guarantee we're going to get the config menu in all the way during that, because we still got to do some testing on that. We still got to do a bit of work. Yeah, we're going to have to see on some of the bugs, because some of those, I mean, I don't expect a major bug patch. Like, we're going to get everything squashed to this patch. Oh my gosh, why haven't you fixed these bugs? Well, because some of it's Tyranno backend, and some of it is requiring a lot more than we originally expected it to be. And we are counting on Tyranno. They're saying that, yeah, these things are going to be fixed, and we know some of it's probably going to be waiting until we get the big, huge, like, overhaul build of the engine. So when that comes, definitely a lot of this stuff is going to change. Either way, April's going to be busy, so yeah, a lot of testing, a lot of work getting day 2, and with that, going into day 3, most of day 3 is actually a bit more further along than day 2. Day 2 is just we had a lot more character work, a lot of the things that need to be done. Day 3, we pretty much had kind of gotten mostly done. There was just day 3 is going to be, I think we have one basic character, and then we got A-Stock's character, which needs some of the personality, like he needs the expressions and stuff done. We got all the models, so those are all ready. That's great. So we're probably going to be shifting that over to Winx to finish up the expressions, to get that all out. And then day 3 is should follow pretty quick. Now the question going into further beyond April is, are we going to merge day 3 and day 4? As day 4 is kind of small, day 3 is a bit bigger. The question is, do we do a big content patch and just do them both? We might do that. We are looking at a lot of those options right now, going into seeing how we can make the release date to exit early access by summer. So other than that, I think that's about it for this vlog. Thank you for joining, and if you are a backer, or if you are somebody that's just purchased or just started to join us for this ride, just thank you for joining us on this journey, and please stay tuned. We'll be having more updates as we go. This is not a in and out quick project. We're gonna be working on it for a while, but we're going to do everything we can to get those story arcs and everything else out as soon as we can, so we can get this done and you can get it in your hands. So, thank you for joining. We will see you in the skies. Bye.
Bye.